We are now live. Hey, folks. We are now live. Sorry, we had a preemptive live. We had a preemptive live a little earlier. We were doing a little sound check, and the computer was being a little glitcho, and we accidentally went live for a brief moment as we were jamming. But that's all right. It was a teaser. It was basically a shout out going, hey, bros, guess what? The time has come for a sweet, sweet jam. There's Midnight Molly. There's Matty K, there's Sugar D, LP Maniac, Mr. McBradster. The gang's all here. We got the mighty Matt Turner on the bass here. We got the mighty Dylan James Koch on the drums. That's my boy, ladies and gentlemen. Some people need to hear it. They're like, I love that drummer's excellent. Yes, he is. And he's my boy child. 30 years ago today, he was, not today, 30 years ago, a couple weeks ago, he came out to say, hey. He came out to say, hey, bros, what's going down? Burner in the house. You know what? We're going to do a little song right now we haven't done in quite some time. We're going to do a couple of like Bang Bang. Let's do a little Unrepento, maybe a little Sweet Tea. We haven't done those in a while. For those of you who have been following the streams, this is a tune, Unrepentant, off the Unrepentant record, as well as the record we recorded down at Sweetwater called Sweet Gristle. Midnight Molly says that drummer is so cool. I think you might be biased, Midnight Miles. Midnight Miles, Midnight Miles. She might be a little biased, that Midnight Miles. Woo. Ooh, you hear that? Ooh, 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 ooh,
la la la
that kind of activity? Did you hear that kind of actives? Did you hear that kind of activity? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Friday live stream here on is it the 10th today? It is January 10 of 2025. Thanks for showing up to our jams here in the Orange Room. I see Dave Scher out there. Dave Scher down in beautiful Austin, Texas. Doing what he gotta do, seeing what he's gotta see, smelling what he's gotta smell. Dave Scher down in Austin, Texas. Doing what he gotta do, smelling what he gotta smell, doing and seeing what he gotta see. Wow, that was a jam that conjured up all kinds of images and smells. Jeff Moore says, greetings from South Haven, Mississippi. Saw you in April 2023 at the glorious Hernando's Hideaway. I remember that. That was good times. It was a strange gig, but a legendary joint. Remember that, Dylan? We're in that back room where apparently the couch was from Jerry Lee Lewis's house. It was an opulent couch, but there were mysterious rock and roll stains upon it. Rock and roll stains of an unknown origin from the killer. Let's hope it wasn't from his personal distiller. Whoa, that sounded mildly inappropriate, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. I felt like playing the 335 today. I do enjoy the fat, dulcet sounds. I like to mix it up a little bit. Of course, I got my delicious reverends, which are always handy. I got my old telly. I got all kinds of tools. Who is the fantastic bass player dude? Mark Prentice, doggone it. This is Turner the Burner, Matt Turner. He's been with us many, many times here in Orange Room. And, yeah, there you have it. Those first two tunes we did, one's called Welch's Grape, the other one's called, Unrepentant, and the other one's called Sweet Tea. And those are from a record called Unrepentant, but we also revisited them on other recordings as well. Is that a new 70s P bass? Well, it's new to him. He's had this, that's a jazz bass.
71 jazz.
It's a 71 jazz bass, says he who burns. Can you dig what we're saying now? It's 3:35 Friday. I like that, Daryl. That's a handy one. I like it. We're going to do, you know what I feel like doing? I've been listening to a lot of Cream lately. You know why? Because I just do. I read a Cream biography. I just finished it a couple of days ago. What a wild ride those fellas had back in the day. Stand clear, stand firm, Jarek, Jack, and Ginger. Jack, Ginger, and Eric, Jack, and Ginger, as the case might be. And we'd like to do a little selection. Original pickups in the 335. No, these are the Fishman Fluence. Fishman, here, let me get my thing close here. Hold on. See if I can, there we go. They are the Fishman Fluence. Yeah. And they sound doggone good. They allow me to get some different sounds. And Cream by Prince? No, Patrick Kish. The band Cream. Eric, Jack, and Ginger. Is the Tone King amp hand-wired? It is indeed, Doc Painting. So we like to do a little thing that Jack Bruce came up with this riff, apparently, and Pete Brown, their lyricist, came up with the words. Hey now, baby, get into my big black car. It's a song. It's called The Politician. And it goes something like this here. Into my big black car. Hey now, baby, ooh, get into my big black car. I'm a political man, and I practice what I preach. yeah. And I practice what I preach. But don't deny me, baby, not while you're in my reach. I support the left, though I'm leaning to the right. I support the left, too, though I'm leaning to the right. And I'm just not fair, baby, when it comes down to a fight. politics. Well, attention, attention, baby. Get into my big black car. That first verse I totally spaced. I spaced the turnaround, but I got it at the end.
It's not jazz.
It is jazz music. We improvise, we do what we want to do, we improvise. Folks, we improvise. We do what we want to do. We do these live streams for those of you who are new to our activities. We've been doing these Monday. We used to do them, well, Dylan and I used to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday during COVID-19. COVID-19. Whoa, no. And then we've tried to maintain the Monday and Friday thing ever since. Sometimes we have Toby Lee Marshall down. Sometimes we got the Burns turned into the burner right here. Sometimes we got my buddy Steve Andreoni. And sometimes I just go by my damn self. But we like to have fun. And we just are pulling these right out of our buttocks, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to give you a visual of some kind of fecal offspring. But what? That seems entirely inappropriate. But yet not weird from what I said just prior to that, I suppose. Well, whatever. Listen, so we're just kind of doing the do. We kind of throw and go, and we leave it all in. And that's what we do. Extemporaneous performance, ladies and gentlemen, it's what humans should do more often. Extemporaneous performance. Hey, Larry McNamara. Hello from St. Louis. You got some snow down there, I reckon. How's Marshall's foot? You mean actually it was Dylan's foot that was messed up, unfortunately. Folks, we're going to do an old tune of mine that's kind of a fun one. This is, every time we play this, people think it's a James Gang song, and I think that's a compliment. So this is a song I wrote many years ago. When I first came up with this song, it was called When Were Those Good Old Days? About, wretched excess and the ramifications on the memory systems of the cranium. At first, I had kind of a Little Feat vibe to this back in the day, and then we redid it on a record I did called 4 Days in the South, and I decided to give it a more sinuous treatment. And we've carried on with that tradition. With this, it's a rock and roll song. There's no two things about it. See you in Phoenix, January 22nd. Yes, you will. Anyway, when were those good old days? Friend just the other night. Well, I couldn't recall her name, but I got some places right, 'cause she rambled on about things we'd said and done, all in the name of good food fun. Well, no one's on the run, but when we're missing, something is missing. When were those good old days? Now I saw an old picture just the other day, and they conjured up memories that were locked away. A growing pain to cut her like a knife, the supposed best years of your life, but not alive. When the missing, something is missing. When were those good old days? 'Cause thinking back to all the days, when were those good old days? Friends seem to come and go like voices on the wind. I can't help but feeling that the best is yet to be there. Yeah. do love that rock music, ladies and gentlemen. I like all kinds of musics, okay? But when it comes to that rocks musics, Scheißeficken. I dig it. I take it all in and I eat it on up. Fill my doggone loving cup. Fill my doggone loving cup. Dennis Chambers, thank you so much for that tip. Bless you. Folks have commented about us sitting down. If we stood up, we wouldn't be able to fit in here, unfortunately. At some point, maybe we'll set things up where the cameras are up higher and we can stand up and really look like the beasts we are. And I can prance about like a banty damn rooster. I'm gonna prance around like a banty rooster. Like a banty damn rooster. Folks, we're gonna do a song right now that was written by an individual called Country Jim Hendrix. Some people know him as Jimmy. Jimmy James. What's funny is we've been doing this song for a while and people go, that's a really lame version of Steve Vai's Tender Surrender. It's like, look, Broham. It's a Hendrix tune that Hendrix did, and then Steve Vai extemporized another thing off of what Jimmy did. I'm not doing a Steve Vai song, I'm doing the Hendrix thing, and I'm doing my own thing, okay? So again, the problem with the internet is that you see where people start the clock, and a lot of times they need to rewind that sumbitch and do a little homework before they open up their yippity-yam houch. Lippity-yam houch? I don't know what that is. That sounds like a word place. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to bring anybody down. I don't want to down you. I want to make you high, okay? I don't want to down you. I want to make you high. Much like our friends in the band Boston. I think they came up with that lyric. I don't want to down you. I want to make you how I want. That's what we want to do. We want to make you high. We want to make you high. Hendrix covered Air Supply's version. You're not wrong, Jay. Hendrix went into a time machine to about 1978 and said, I like this Air Supply. I'm going to take a little bit of that back to my 1969 lair right there. He just astroplaned there in his acid freakout zone and actually saw the supply and said, you know what? I'm going to take some of that supply and bring it back to old Woodstock. Could happen. Anything can happen in the astral plane. In the astral plane. I saw a question. What am I using for a Univibe? Well, I'm using my Koch Monster Supreme pedal by Jam Pedals, and they have a delicious Univibe called the Retro Vibe on board. And that's what I'm using. The Retro Vibe will take you back in time to a lofty place in outer space. Lofty place in outer space. I should mention that we are headed to Madison, Wisconsin on Sunday. It's Koch Marshall Trio gig, but rumor has it Turn of the Burner is going to meet us up there for some jams as well. So it's going to rattle your brain. So if you live in the Madison area, this Sunday, the 12th of January, at the place called the High Noon Saloon. However, it will not be high noon when we're playing. It'll be more closer to, yeah, I think there's an opener tomorrow. Or on Sunday. And so we won't start until shortly before 9. But check out the website for all the details. We are, hey, Misha Siegfried in the house. Misha Siegfried in the house. We should go get tacos one day, Misha. We need to do some tacos once again. Sugar D asks, Dickie Betts tribute concert, are you invited? Actually, it's only people that knew Dickie or played with Dickie that are allowed to go to that event, although I think I'm going to go there to hang and be present for that situation. Can you dig it? Mm-hmm. Folks, we're going to play more jams. Is that all right? Are you feeling the power of the jams today? I'm feeling the power of the jams. They feel so damn right. Let's do a little bit of that going down slow. It's been a minute. Going down slow. This is a song that I believe our friend Willie Dixon wrote. He wasn't our personal friend, but really kind of a friend of all, if we're not mistaken. And this is a song that a bunch of people have done. Howlin' Wolf did it, and actually, the Howlin' Wolf version, Willie Dixon would do a little talk during the first part of it where he said, I did not say I was a millionaire. I said I spent more money than a millionaire. Because if he had all the money that he'd done spent, he'd been a millionaire several times over again. And he's not wrong. I feel the same way. But I'm a hundredaire. If you took all the monies I've ever spent, it would be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. What? Lucas asks, are you coming back to Evanston, Indiana anytime soon? I certainly hope so. We always have a good time down there in Evanston at the Mojo's Boneyard. Mojo's Boneyard. Mojo's Boneyard. Get it on. Mojo's Boneyard. Anyways, there's a little thing called Going Down Slow. You know I've had my fun. If I never get well no more, you know I've had my fun. If I never get well no more, you know my health it is failing. I believe I'm going down slow. Somebody write my poor mother and tell about the shape I'm in. Somebody write my mother and tell her about the shape I'm in. Tell her to pray for me and to forgive me for my sins. I'm such a doggone sinner. Well, don't send me no doctor. You know the doctor won't do me no good. Don't send me no doctor. That doctor won't do me no good. You know it's all my fault. I never did a damn thing I should. 'Cause I'm naughty. On the next train south, better look for my clothes home. On the next train south, look for my clothes home. If you don't see my body, well, all you can do is moan, 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 moan. That felt pretty good. A song called Going Down Slow. Taking it easy, being careful with the descent. Being careful. I need a jam pedals wacko, says Robert Escott. You're not wrong. It is a powerful, powerful pedal. And it fills me with a sense of delight. It fills me with a sense of delight. Sugar D wants a stumble. We can do a little stumble for you. The stumble is a... Sugar D, you've messed with Maddie's brain. This is a tune that's on that new blues record. If you haven't seen or haven't listened to the blues record, please do so. You can get it through my website. You can get it through Amazon. You can download it on whatever. Just we appreciate you doing what you're doing because it was number one on the Apple charts. It was number one on the Amazon charts as well. So we appreciate the support. Thanks to, of course, that Rick Beato video. Thanks for all the kind comments on that and people watching that and sharing it. That's been, my wife has referred to it as Funtown. She goes, "Are you enjoying another day in Funtown with all the love?" I said, "You're damn right. I am enjoying the juiciness." Folks, if you're new to the channel, the bass is very, very audible if you listen to it on your car stereo, your home stereo, your TV at home, as opposed to any kind of ear pods or telephone. Telephone is very, very difficult to hear the bass. So that's just kind of the way it is. And then when you get in the car, you're like, holy shit, there's the bass. It's slamming. It's nattling my gourds.
Or if you're right here.
Or if you're right in here, it's fucking rattling my chakras. Tom Bukovic jam. Oh, I love it. He's fantastic. The Book. Uncle Ayers. He's a savage beast. You know, I've never met him. I know Guthrie Trapp pretty well. I've known Guthrie for many years, as a matter of fact. 20 years now, I think. Jesus. When he was a wee lad. Anyways, what were we going to do again? We're going to do something. Oh, we're going to do the stumble. Oh, you're going to do just fine.
I'll be fine.
A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. Can you dig the power of rock? It comes to you every Monday and Friday at 4 o'clock. Can you dig the power of rock? It comes to you every Friday, Monday at 4 o'clock. We got Turner the Burner on the doggone drums. We got my diggity doggone son Dylan on the drums, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we roll here in the Room of Orange. Don't forget, if you live in the Madison, Wisconsin area, Sunday at the High Noon Saloon. Sunday night, we'll be there. Koch Marshall Trio with special guest, Turns and That Who Burns. So we will engage in fiendish deeds. We might leave you with one more jam. Do you guys want to do a little Buckley?
Sure.
Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because then the boys can, Turner's going to take a little solo on this one, as is Dylan, and they can melt the doggone paint. And Rich Drury, thank you very much. You know, we do get to the UK. We were just there not too long ago. When was that, in October? Yeah. Rocktober we were there. We're going to be coming back probably in October or November again next, in this year actually, 2020 and 5. I'll play some B.B. King style. Oh, I do love some B.B. King. Woo! Something like that. Maybe I'll put a little B.B. style in this particular selection. Say what? Say what? Matt Turner on the bass. That's Dylan on those drums. Say what? Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. Thank you so much for tuning in to our live stream today on Friday. Matt Turner on the bass. Those of you who are having a hard time hearing Matt, again, if you listen to it on better speakers, better headphones, you'll hear it. But if you're listening to it just on a phone or your regular ear pods, it's not going to do it. It's just not.
I'm loud.
But I like to listen to it in my car as I'm checking. I was like, hey, let's see what it sounds. And I listened to it in the car. I was like, damn, it sounds great. You can hear that bass thumping. You can hear that bass thumping. That's my son Dylan on the doggone drums, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, check that website for details. We are going out west. We certainly send our most positive thoughts possible to all those people out in California. That's just horrendous. We are heading out there. Hopefully, God willing, we'll be able to go out there and rock the people's brains. But if not, we'll come back when it's more conducive. Doggone it. NAMM show, so on and so forth. All kinds of things happening out there. So, folks, again, we thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you would be so kind as to like and subscribe to our various platforms, certainly here on YouTube and Facebook and on Instagram, and by all means on Spotify, if you could follow us on there and go to Bands in Town and follow all that stuff, helps us communicate with you as to where we're going to be and the new music we have out and all that kind of stuff. So we certainly do appreciate it, you all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you